Is it legal? Is it illegal? Well, our friend, Brian Watkins, attorney, is here to talk about this, the legalities of spice, and why is it so easy for everyone to get a hold of it? Good morning, Brian.
Good morning.
Okay, so, just blanket statement. Is spice illegal in the state of California?
Spice is illegal in the state of California.
You cannot possess it, you cannot sell it, you cannot ingest it, you cannot have it for distribution.
Correct, but there's a caveat there.
Okay, tell me.
Okay. Spice is organic plant material that's sprayed with a synthetic chemical. Okay, certain synthetic chemicals have been specifically banned. Illegal, it's a misdemeanor to possess or distribute that. However, they keep changing what the synthetic chemical that's sprayed on the material is. And so some of those materials, those synthetic chemicals, are not banned. And as they keep changing those, there's...
They meaning the drug dealers, the people who are making
the manufacturers of spice, right, keep changing the chemicals, so they're spraying it with non-banned synthetic chemicals. And that makes it legal, technically.
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 But there's no way in which to determine how you will react to it. That's why we're seeing these people, falling down on the streets in downtown San Diego, because it's unknown what's in there. It's unknown what chemicals they're spraying onto this synthetic material.
Correct. It's a different chemical, but it creates the same, process, basically. It creates the same sort of effect, and they're all harmful.
Okay. So we were just discussing the California legislature back in 2013 got a bill passed through, signed by the governor, to make it illegal to possess, distribute, have in possession any type of synthetic, what does it say? Synthetic compound or any specific synthetic stimulant derivative. Do you think that would encompass these types of spice cases that keep changing all the time?
Well, the problem is what is a derivative of a synthetic chemical? You're talking about chemical compounds here where you're changing the molecular structure. So it's very difficult to say, is this a derivative of that? So that's where that's where the legal loophole is.
Right. And that's why some people are being, so they're being initially charged and then having to be let go because this compound keeps changing.
Right, and there is a caveat there that liquor store owners, for example, not necessarily the manufacturers, but liquor store owners have been the ones being prosecuted for this. Fortunately,
they're selling it unknowingly, you're saying?
Correct. I just went to trial and won an acquittal for my client, who was a liquor store owner who was distributing this product. And there's an issue of mislabeling here also. He's selling a product that says on there contains no banned substances and not for human consumption. And he's selling it as herbal incense. And so he doesn't know what kids are doing with this stuff and that they're getting harmed. It's coming to the forefront now, but a few months ago, 6 months ago, it was not. And he's selling this product as herbal incense, not for human consumption, containing no banned substances, and he did not knowingly distribute spice. He's selling what he thinks is a non-harmful substance.
An herbal incense.
An herbal incense.
But people are taking that and using it in a different fashion, and so you're saying that it's unfair to liquor store owners who are selling these things.
They need to go after the manufacturers of it. That's where the problem lies.
Not just the manufacturers, because on the federal level, they can't seem to keep up with these manufacturers because things keep changing all the time.
Correct. The chemical compounds keep changing, and it's very difficult to ban each and every individual substance.
So, as a lawyer, then this is kind of like a legal question here. So, as a lawyer, if you just umbrella ban these things, that's not going to work either, right? Because then there's loopholes for that as well.
The bigger the umbrella is, the better it is as far as getting these substances off the streets. Right now, the umbrella is relatively small. It was very specific as to certain synthetic chemicals, but now the umbrella is going to be expanding to cover any derivatives of those chemicals, which is going to increase the umbrella and make more of the product illegal.
But then you point out at what constitutes a derivative, right?
Well, we're always going to have that problem. You know what I mean? Everything's going to keep changing, and there's going to be there's always a line. And when there's a line, you could be right next to that line. And
it still be legal.
And still be legal.
Right.
You're right over that border.
But the bottom line is, whether or not, the liquor store owners know what they're selling or not, whether or not that is the case, whoever is taking this, maybe parents of kids or kids themselves, need to understand that this is not something that they want to be ingesting.
Exactly. And liquor store owners are getting the message. The police have been coming out, notifying them, and my clients have been immediately taking things off the shelves.
All right. So, for sure, it's illegal in the state of California.
Illegal in the state of California to possess spice.
All right. Brian, good to see you. Thank you for straightening that out. I know it's a complicated topic. All right.